to start with couple games, getting the minutes ramped up. Last game, I think 17 minutes. How did you feel? I mean, your mindset to be ready.
Yeah, it's cool. It's fun being able to get out there and play. Feeling like you belong, like actually playing real NBA minutes, not garbage time. So it's cool being able to like capitalize off an opportunity.
To come in and make an impact.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Really just playing hard. In college, I didn't play a lot my freshman, sophomore year. So I know what it's like having to play, I guess, perfect basketball, which is like not turn the ball over, don't get beat, don't get backdoor, like stuff like that. So it's almost like second nature for me. So I feel real comfortable in the little role that I have at this point.
Jaylen, did that also help you with patience working through your injury and the time it takes to get back onto the court, having to sit and watch?
Yeah, for sure. That definitely helps. Just seeing how the game flows, where people get their shots. Like I watch Jaden. Me and him joke all the time because when I was in Iowa, I was in the corner, and then up here he's in the corner. So when I'm in the game, I'm like, hey, let me hold this corner, bro. But it's cool being able to watch and see the guys above you do it, and them giving you feedback before you're even out there. Like Mike Conley would talk to me every game. Last year when I wasn't even playing, or like I'll sit next to Joe Ingles and be like, especially earlier this year, I'd be like, hey, what should we do here? What would you do here? And Joe will break it down because he's like a basketball savant. So he just breaks it down and tells me. So now when I'm out there, it's like, okay, I've heard the answers to these questions. Now I just got to apply it.
A lot of the guys have said that they love your spirit in general. There are certain rookies and young players who just stay quiet and not seen and not heard. You're heard.
Yeah, very much so.
How do you kind of just be yourself?
Yeah, I mean, I've always been like that. I've always been loud, outgoing. I don't know if you ever met my parents, but very much so. Like, it's not hard to find my dad or my mom, if you know what I mean. So, but it's just how I live. I play the same way I am off the court. I'm fun, free-flowing. I don't let mistakes really get to me. You'll never see me over the top frustrated, nothing like that, because at the end of the game is still a game. And I'm getting to do what I love for a living, which I don't know how many people can say they truly can do that. So that's where my head is really going into everything.
How much different does it feel to be in a game, first quarter, second quarter, you're trying to win and everything, versus like at the end of the games when you're just getting kind of the garbage time?
Yeah, I think the biggest difference is in the garbage time, you're not, I won't say competition drops, but it's like everybody's going for their own. More so. So plays that would normally be plays or made or whatever, they're not, because everybody wants points to get in the stat sheet and kind of show what they can do. Whereas in the first, second quarter, if you miss a rotation, they're going to throw that ball out to your man. He's going to hit a shot, if you know what I mean. And then the hardness that people play with, I feel like first, especially checking in and guarding some of these guys, you can tell they're kind of saving themselves. Whereas the end of the game is more, to me, like the G League, where it's check a shot, run, check a shot, run, check a shot, run, if you know what I mean. So
in some ways, it feels like it fits your game better early in the game, right? Like not having to just get up and down and get buckets.
And it's cool. It's also cool going to the G League and getting back in shape and everything, because I feel like the G League was great for me, man. Like that was the best thing that could have happened to me. I'm knocking down shots at a much higher rate than I was just growing as an individual, and I was around great coaches down there. So like you said, it improved me, helped me a lot with that.
Nas was telling us about how we've heard about it all for his whole career. He started in the G League, had to earn his way up. Have you talked to him about just that experience and the path? And
for sure. It's a lot different down there now. We have like nicer facilities and stuff. When I heard he went, like he was telling me they were flying him down there on Sun Country and everything. So it's a lot. It's elevated a lot since being there. But I think it's really just the approach you go down there with. You'll get out of it what you put into it. I never looked at it as the G League, also because I know what it's like to have basketball taken away from you. So I just approached it as no different as I do these games. Like it's an opportunity to play and showcase myself. And if you go down there with the right mindset, it's not a punishment. I feel like some kids getting sent down there is they don't think I'm good enough to play, blah, blah, blah. Because if I wouldn't have been doing that and I've been sitting here all this time, I don't think I had performed at the level I'm performing in this moment.
Do you are you different as a player after the injury versus before in terms of appreciation for the game or view of it?
100%.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it shows you how fast all this could go. Because I remember when I tear my Achilles, I'm from anywhere on a mock draft from 25 to 35. So you're talking about like millions of dollars and stuff, to where one night off a layup, I tear it, and it's like you off the boards. So it's like, I just went from almost being a guaranteed millionaire. Not saying that's like a big, well, you know what I mean. A guaranteed millionaire to, I may have to go ahead and just graduate, get a degree, and move on with my life. So it's a feeling I don't want anybody to go through. That's why I was sick when I saw DeJounte Murray last night. Like I know what that's like, and it's a bad feeling. It is. It makes you sick to your stomach, but it does clear up a lot of other things. You see who's really around you for you, and you see if you really want to work or not. Because there's a lot of people that don't bounce back at the rate I did, I feel like. Because I don't feel like everyone says they lost a step and all that. I don't really feel that. And I feel like you would really see it, especially the way I play, if I did. I think the biggest problem for me is showing my athleticism. Because when I got hurt, I'd be sometimes scared to jump. And I have to get over that. That's the last little mental block that I have. But, it gives you a true appreciation for all this, for real.
Did you ever have a why me, or were you feeling down for yourself, or did you?
Not at all.
Yeah.
I've always looked at life as it could be a lot worse.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean. We have a family friend, got into a car accident, lost his whole lower half. Kids were ejected out the car. They were saved, though. But I'm like, at least I'll walk again. He'll never have his legs again. If you know, he's in a wheelchair the rest of his life. And, technology getting better, but it's still not the same as the way me and you wake up. So it's always, I don't ever feel sorry for myself, and I feel like the world don't feel sorry for you either. It keeps on spinning, and especially in this business, for sure. Like, it'll spit somebody out and take somebody else in. So I feel like you just got to have a positive mindset and push through any adversity that you face.
There's one moment in Utah where Nas had this wide open look on the wing, and he passes it to you in the corner so you can go. I mean, does that feel empowerment or like feel good? Like your teammates are trusting you in that situation?
For sure. I didn't even realize how open he was until I watched the video back. But I know, like, to me, like, the one where I got the fast break and flip it back, I know, especially, like, with him, I always have a counter. You didn't hit 2, 3, 4 in a row. I'm for sure, especially up here, I'm for sure going to look to find you, if you know what I mean. And I think it's cool that they're showing trust in me. Even, like, when I shot my first one, I was so excited to get a 3 off. And then I shot the first one airballed, and then he came back to me the next one, and I knocked it down. So it's cool being able to build that trust with him. But I do also believe it starts on the other side because they know I'm going to go run through a million screens and pick up whoever and not care either. So I feel like that's how I keep building, and hopefully I can build it to a spot where I have like a permanent little rotational minutes.
Going back to your spirit, tell us about your personality. Are you cracking jokes? Like, what is it? You're talking about your parents. Is it a sense of humor that you get?
Yeah. So my dad, both of my parents are from the projects. My dad from Newark, my mom's from Cleveland, Ohio. So I've seen what they've been through, and they provided me a lifestyle of, like, no matter what we have like each other, and there's no reason to feel bad about you, like anything. Like, we've had tough times, but like they never show it on their face. Like, you talk to my dad, and he's like, if you ask him, no matter what he's going through, you ask him how his day is, he's just awesome. Like, no matter what, because he just woke up and he's breathing and everything like that. So they instilled that into me and my sister. So, like, there is no bad days because it's somebody that didn't wake up today.
So it's radiating positivity.
A million percent. And probably being from California, we got way more sunshine than y'all.
You gotta create it yourself.
But this has been an awesome experience. I think the journey is like my favorite part of all this, because like I was talking to Moses and them, like, if you would have told me like at the beginning of this year, like, you'll get to play 17, 20 minutes, whatever it is, and like have an opportunity to keep on playing, I'd have been like, nah, no way, if you know what I mean. So just seeing everything happen so fast and how fast stuff can really change. I know you always hear it, but like actually being in it has been like super cool.
Awesome.
One more, I mean, you talk about communication with Joe Ingles, and you've had a lot of time
I love
on
Joe.
the bench, getting close to everybody. How would you describe how close-knit this bench is in Minnesota?
Oh, very. Like, we're always like, I don't know if you see us, like, we're almost like too jokey around with each other during timeouts and stuff like that. Like, it's never a dull moment with us over there. Like, someone's mad, they come over there, and then someone cracks a joke and everybody's smiling and stuff again. I think that's really important. Like that togetherness, because you fight harder for each other when you're on the court. I'm not as mad as if you miss me wide open because I know you ain't mean to or whatever. So I think that's a really big part. But yeah, no, Joe is the main one though. Like, I love Joe. He's nothing like I thought he was. Like, I told him when I used to watch him when I was younger, I was like, I thought you were just like a math teacher, like an old looking white dude. And then I met him, and I'm like, you're nothing like I expect you to be. So yeah, but it's been great. It's been super dope.
Great. Thanks,
Thank you.
Jaylen. Appreciate it.